Emilio pages with one of the most valuable lessons for our soldiers who suffer from PTSD. You yourself were diagnosed with PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
You saw some pretty horrific things involving young children in Iraq, and your advice is extremely valuable for soldiers who suffer from that. So first of all, how did you know you were suffering?
I wasn't sleeping. That's how it started. I wasn't sleeping, and when I got back, I was drinking to go to sleep, and that happened for about 2 months till my wife said, "Get help or I'm leaving." So
Wow.
I got help, and don't be afraid to get help, because people have a stigma about PTSD in the Army, but you know, you get some therapy, the Army takes care of you, you don't get kicked out unless it's severe, and then they'll take care of you even if you don't get kicked out. You get med boarded, they take care of you on the outside. Don't think otherwise. They'll take care of you.
Yeah, so if you could talk to your younger self, what would you tell your younger self?
I'll tell my younger self I'm a dumbass.
Why do you say that?
As soon as we got back, we went through a process saying, do we need help with this? Do we need help with that? I said no to everything.
Okay.
And I was scared. I'll be honest, I was scared to get kicked out. And I wanted to stay in for 20 years. But after 5 years, and the docs helping me out for a good 2 of them, they medically retired me. So the Army took care of me.
So in a way, you weren't a dumbass. You were like, you want to keep your job. You want to be in the Army for 20 years. So you calculated that, hey, if I say no, I'll be able to finish my 20 years.
Exactly.
And you probably didn't right away know you weren't sleeping. So you used to go 2-3 days without sleep.
Yeah.
And then the most you can sleep is like 5 or 6 hours, right?
Yeah, it's a horrible cycle. And then you do a reverse cycle trying to sleep during the day, and you're just up all night. Just get some help, guys.
Yeah, and get help early.
Mm-hmm. Help early, yeah.
Yeah, help early is what can prevent. So to dissect your message, a lot of valuable things. You recognized you need help when you couldn't sleep. You wanted to get help. Your wife stepped in, so the loved ones out there play a big part. You turned to substance abuse.
Yeah.
So that's common. You recognized that was a problem, so you got help.
Mm-hmm.
And then you were afraid of getting kicked out of the Army.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. They took care of you.
It sure did.
So really, there's no reason not to get help.
Yeah.
And you had a couple of attempts where, 22 soldiers attempt suicide a day. No, commit suicide a day.
Yeah.
So 1 every hour.
Who knows how many attempts?
Yeah. So you are one of those attempts.
Yes, I was.
And your wife saved you.
My wife saved me. She found me on the kitchen floor. She called the ambulance, and she saved my life. And I can't thank her enough every day for it.
Yeah.
Because I got to spend time with my beautiful daughter.
Yeah.
And now I have another one on the way.
So, yeah, I mean, that's priceless. But a lot of people don't have that insight or that help. So if to those people...
they got to go to the Battle Continues. Just organizations to help them that support veterans and get help.
Yeah, and then you have to go somewhere where it's safe. Don't get isolated alone. Find your loved ones. Get social support.
Mm-hmm.
There is help out there. Because if you had succeeded, you'd miss out on a lot of your life. And
I was 22 years old.
You were 22. And with more wisdom now,
Mm-hmm.
you're thankful you didn't succeed. So whatever you're feeling at that moment, when you want to hurt yourself, that's temporary.
Yeah, it is temporary.
Yeah.
You think it's the only thing to ease the pain right there. But go get help. Go to a hospital. Go to the VA. Go to these guys. They're a safe place, and they'll take care of you. You gotta think of those days. I think of one day when my daughter was born. If I would have killed myself, I wouldn't be able to see that. And you gotta get one of those days. You gotta get one of those days to get through it.
So before you hit that low, before you're in that point you might want to hurt yourself, have those days you've thought of, like seeing your daughter born, whatever that is in your life.
Yeah, you got to get your own, man.
Go back to that memory to hold you
Yep.
till you can get help.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I thought of that. I've been inpatient quite a few times. Only reason I got to be inpatient, I thought about that day my daughter was born.
So your lessons are huge. Number one, recognize you need help. Number two, get it early.
Mm-hmm.
Number three, have solid memories of what you would not see if you did act on it. Number four, surround yourself with good support.
Mm-hmm.
Like, go seek help socially.
Get help.
Get help early. Yeah.
The battle continues.